It's for horses.
What are we doing today, Amy?
After I get off Facebook, we were working really hard on the overcoat.
Yeah. So what I want to do is kind of look at what footage we had from the shoot, and with that, try to figure out what parts of the costume worked, what do we need to improve, since the way that it turned out, we won't be keeping any of the footage where you actually saw the costume, not because of the costume, but because of the sled, and the issue that we had with the sled. Okay. Cut. For starters, are there any things that you wanted to mention?
It's not done.
Okay.
There's always more to do.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more to do.
What if we got a thick fabric and just cut the fabric and edged it?
Yeah, you're talking about binding it.
Binding? Mm-hmm. Yes.
That would look great.
Okay.
The biggest problem is, like, this was fine to make, but attaching the neck piece and having it accurate was, like, the hardest part. But I think I've kind of solved that problem.
Okay.
But
would it be?
We want to do the detail thing. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Let me show you the piece. It may not even be big enough for the gorilla chest. With my own comment.
His chest is big. It's bigger than any other chest I've ever seen. Because from the measurements, his jacket was 43 inches on the chest, and so I needed to add like about 7.
Yeah.
And it worked, but not if he needs to do this or this or this.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which there's a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What?
Isn't that nuts?
Look at him. We need to do more here too, I think. This looks really cool. Is that just a buckle?
Yeah, it's actually a printer cartridge. Oh. I pulled off the plastic and I just wanted to cover up the buckles because I thought the buckles looked too present day. And so I just put a printer cartridge and painted it black and put some scuffs on it.
Yeah, that looks super nice.
I bought a whole bunch of tools that are coming from China, some like cheap little crazy looking tools that we're gonna stick on his vest.
I don't have a problem leaving that smooth, but like making that textured and then his front panel textured, I think would be really important.
Yeah, and I think it's the biggest thing is just having a difference of textures as you move from color to color. It's hard for our eyes to pick up colors in camera.
Yeah.
We pick up textures more because of lighting.
Yeah.
But when he walks, it looks like it would be, you know, even down here looks natural. The only thing is I think we need a few more colors like you said down here. And also on his arm.
Yeah.
The gloves need to be a lot dirtier. And
we can texture them the same way.
Yeah. Okay, the thing that we need to figure out next is boots. So obviously the boots are an important part of his character. Because his name is Man in Boots.
We have the man part, we just need the boots.
Do the boots look how we want them to look?
No, although that does look cool.
The medallion?
Yeah.
Yeah. What in your mind is missing? I need to remake the medallions.
I'm thinking bigger.
My concern is when he walks, they feel more like shoes and not like boots. So here was the add-ons to the bottom of your boot.
Oh, those look hard.
Do you like them?
Yeah, that'll give traction too out there on that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
On that
so I put them in place to where they'll actually give you traction.
Yeah.
But I think profile-wise,
they
look
look cool.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, they look cool.
Was there anything else about the sled that we wanted to try to change as we approach it again?
I don't think so, because the appearance is the critical thing. Like, and you guys really liked the way it looked.
I want to try to imitate some crumple zones on this, just so it's not one solid piece of wood or metal or whatever it's supposed to be.
Right.
Instead of having this kind of like sticking out far, I was thinking of having it to where basically this comes up almost as close to that edge.
I would come out further.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
but to where it doesn't really go past this natural curve.
Yeah, I think that you'll be okay doing that, because while it is top heavy, it was almost functional out there just on the bumper rail. Now that we're doing this will make it far more functional.
And I really think the biggest thing that, and this is kind of what I wanted to ask you, I feel like the biggest thing that was throwing us off was that once it starts getting rocking back and forth, it would pull fine when it's back, but then when it rocks forward, it digs itself into the ground.
Yeah. I think that our problem with this swing of this is going to be corrected by the
skis.
The skis themselves.
Yeah, we need to test that.
But we can also do some correction to it by
mounting it.
And then this way, even if we get a little bit of a violent step, it won't cause that thing to swing all the way up. Does that make sense?
I'd love from a distance the silhouette of a little rock. Because it almost kind of feels like a wagon kind of thing. Sci-fi Western kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, it's distracting.
Yeah.
It's just rocking.
The more stable this looks, the more we can focus on the action of the character. And the character's action. See, right now, because see how stompy I got to be? He's got to be so stompy that it causes this to look, even if this was still, it wouldn't look as good. But when this is all still and solid, the movement can be solid. I can act the character's power in, and then it will be like exaggerated and look like it should. Whereas right now that's actual, and when you're looking at actual, it doesn't look. I mean, that's actually really, really heavy. It's got to be smooth, because slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So we got to have that in the action scene. I agree. I think that's right up. Right on.
Cool.
Hey, all those peepo out there on the internet. Guess what? We are making a movie, and if you want to get more about it, follow us through Facebook, through Instagram, through YouTube. Subscribe to us, subscribe to our Patreon, and help us make this a reality. Thanks, guys.